Hello, this is Pendo. I want to welcome you back today to MillionaireBaibe. Today I have an opportunity to have a very incredible lady with me here. She's well accomplished. I really want to take this time to celebrate her and welcome her to this show.
Hello, and I just want to thank you for this opportunity, and you know how much I love you.
So today we have Professor Wendy Jackson. She is a doctorate in nursing. She also has a lot of experience in teaching other nursing students. She also has some experience in pediatrics. She also has an MBA and I believe an MSN in nursing, right?
Right.
Yes, so we are with a lady who really knows her stuff, but she's also an incredible person even outside the nursing workforce. So thank you once again for coming here.
No, thank you.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit more about yourself, your upbringing and all that.
Well, I was born and raised in Jacksonville, Florida, and I went to the schools in Jacksonville, Florida. Grew up with mom and dad, sisters, brother, and a Christian home. So that has made an impact on me and how I operate. So I'm very thankful for my upbringing because I know I wouldn't be the person that I am today without it.
So what exactly about your upbringing motivated you to becoming a nurse?
Basically giving back, knowing that Jesus was a servant. So it would only make sense for me to follow in his footsteps by being a servant to others. And that's what nursing is. It's giving back to those people that are in need.
Impressive. Very impressive. So what do you think are some of the attributes that a good nurse should have?
First of all, they have to have the heart for it. It's not always a glorious or glamorous job. So you have to have a heart for it. You have to have compassion. You have to want to help those, as I stated, that are in need, because you're coming into people's lives when things are changing. You're coming into people's lives where they don't know what the next step is. They don't know what this new diagnosis is going to do with their for them, or as far as their lives are concerned. So they need somebody that's going to spend time with them, that's going to educate them to this new norm that they are experiencing. So I think first and foremost, you have to have a heart for it. If you don't have a heart, it shows. And with our profession, we need more people that are caring, that want to see people at their best and to educate them to be their best.
I agree. You really have to have the right attitude,
right?
Because attitude really encompasses everything.
Right.
Like I work in critical care, and we deal a lot with patients who are close to death and dying, and we not only have to care for the patient, but we also have to go a step extra to care for the families who are going through this experience, this earth-shattering experience.
Mm-hmm.
They're close to losing a loved one. They need support. This is not the time for you to teach them. This is just the time for you to be there and say, I'm here for you. What do you need? So yeah, that's very important. I agree.
Right, because they're in between the brink of life and death in critical care.
Yes.
So they really, really need someone that's going to stand shoulder to shoulder with them to try to help them through this period.
Yeah. What are some of the factors that you think right now are challenges that we have in nursing?
Challenges that we have in nursing is, of course, the ratios, the nurse to patient ratios. That's always been a factor. We have a lot of people because of COVID that have moved out of nursing, and then we have those that may not have seen everything that nursing entails, and they've gone into it and thought, this is not the career for me. So we have a lot of factors that are causing us to have issues in our career as nurses. But I share with my students all the time that floor nursing it's hard work, but that's not the only thing you can do in nursing. And nursing is a career that you can do absolutely anything that you desire. You don't have to be at the bedside. So just because you've had a bad experience or it's been just very, very harsh working as a nurse on the unit, there's so many other options. There is, as a consultant, a nurse anesthetist, a nurse that works with the FBI. So we have so many options as far as nursing is concerned. And another good thing about nursing is if you feel as if you're in an area that you don't really care for, switch to something else. Find what's good for you. Find your best fit. And then you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, you're right. And I don't know if the audience knows, but we actually met about 10 years ago.
Do you have to say 10 years ago? Could you just say we met a while ago?
That's how long we've known each other.
Yes. So go ahead. You already said 10 years, so go ahead and share with them how we met.
Okay, we met 10 years ago,
and you keep saying it, but keep going.
You were my clinical instructor.
Right.
And I was in the LPN program.
Right.
And I remember I had all these big dreams, and I was coming to you and telling you I was gonna be a BSN and all that, and I think she was looking at me like she's crazy.
Well, I am happy to say that what you told me you were going to do, you have done. And I saw you years later, and every time I saw you, you were doing something different. You are one of the few people that I know, if you say you're going to do something, that lets me know that you're going to do it. Because you won't say anything or put anything out there that you haven't researched and that you haven't had a plan to do it. So you are very dependable in that. And like I said, if you tell me like I told you the other night, if you tell me you're gonna be an astronaut, I already know that I'm gonna see you in a spaceship somewhere, because you just won't say anything out there. You don't haphazardly say things.
Thank you. I'm humble.
And that's very important. That's very important.
I'm very humble, Professor Jackson.
And that's what I love about you. That's what I love. So much beauty, elegance, and intelligence. But you remain being humble at all times. And I have to tell you to tell people about what you know and who you are. I have to tell you because you won't tell others. And I just feel like you're just a just total jewel.
Thank you.
A jewel, a treasure.
Thank you so much. Let's just talk a little bit more about nursing. For example, you mentioned about staffing, and we also have those challenges, to be honest, most times with staffing, but find out maybe even with the right staffing, people still call out. You know, we just finished the pandemic, and then now we're in the flu epidemic. So there's a lot of things that even if they staff appropriately, we still have shortages. So I think it just goes back down to what I was saying about attitude. It's just about coming in with the right attitude and working alongside your colleagues and just trying to do the best to get through those, 12 hours or 10 hours that you have, and just being present in the moment.
But Upendo, as I stated before, nursing healthcare is a tough job. It's not meant for everyone. And as nurses, we take care of everybody else, but we don't really take care of our own needs. So a lot of times we can burn ourselves out. And when we burn ourselves out, we won't be good for the job. We won't be good for our families, our friends. And that's something that I see a lot in nursing, is that we work so hard. There's so many things that we're trying to accomplish. But I'm sure if you did a study and you looked at our personal lives, if you looked at our finances, which I know you're a financial guru, if you looked at our health,
people, like if you're not financially well, it just, that area just goes and destroys everything else that you have in your life. Because if you can't meet your daily needs, if you can't budget appropriately, you can't save for retirement, those things will affect even your productivity at work. And I think most people don't even think about that. Or even if they're thinking, they're not taking steps to ensure that they have some type of retirement. And I'm really a big advocate of people planning out their retirement at an early age, when you still have those 20-30 years of compounding to work on your behalf, instead of waiting to play catch up when you're 60, 55. In most cases, you may not be able to actually catch up.
Right, that is true. That is true.
So the earlier that someone gets the financial knowledge and starts their process to investing in wealth building, it makes a tremendous difference in their life.
That's true. That's true. And as you told me the other day, a lot of times in nursing, we're living paycheck to paycheck.
Yes.
So we just got to get better with our, we just have to arm ourselves with information. We have to also not only arm ourselves with it, but actually put it into practice. And when you become a nurse, you are given the option of 401k. But I know a lot of people that don't even sign up for it because they don't understand it. They say it's risky dealing with stocks and things like that. But it's a lot more than that. And a lot of us have not had parents that have a lot of financial knowledge. So it's up to us to get the information that we need in order to retire and not have to go back to work as a result of retiring. Because a lot of people, it's not because they want to work after they retire. They have not saved, they have not prepared, and so they don't have a choice or an option. So that's why I love you, because you are extremely young, but you're so knowledgeable. And I just think that this is a great thing that you're doing, and I know God is going to bless it because I see your heart. I see your heart, and I know that whatever you do, that you are dedicated to it, and it's going to be a success because God is going to bless it.
Amen, amen. Yeah, because you see, when I came in this country, I'll be honest with you, I didn't have tuition to go back to school. And one of the challenges that I had going back to school is that most of the BSN programs, the Bachelor of Science in Nursing, they were very expensive. They were about $85,000 plus for private school. And I was really at crossroads between going back to Kenya to finish my nursing degree or start all over here. So I chose to start over. And I'll be honest, it wasn't an easy process. Going back to, it's really more about me humbling myself. Imagine from a BSN level, you've completed almost all your classes, and then you're in a new country, your classes don't transfer in. So I have to humble myself and go back to being a CNA and work my way up to going to an LPN. So you're in an LPN program, you look at the exam, you already know the answer, but this is all, this is where you're at right now. So it was tough. It was really tough.
But you didn't quit. You had all those hurdles, you had all those obstacles, but you didn't quit.
You're right.
Because you had it in your mind what your goal was.
Yeah.
And you knew that these were just stepping stones to get you to where you are today.
Yeah, you're right.
And like I said, I just love you to death. I know I keep saying that, but you are, and even though you're much younger than I am, you truly inspire me. And I tell you that all the time because, like I said, you are a person of your word. And you're also a person of faith. And that weighs a lot. That has a lot of value.
Thank you.
And so when
Sorry, I have to stop.
I always look at you and I think about all the students that pass my way and all of them that come to me with excuses as to why they weren't able to complete this, and then I want to show them you. I want to give you to them as an example that the excuses they have, they may be valid, but look where you came from and look where you are now. So I would love to use you as an example, and I don't need your permission anyway because I'm going to do it. Because I think people need to see that it's not going to be easy, but you have to have a mindset to never quit, to continue. And you'll get there. It may take you longer than you planned on, but the thing about it is, there's no race. There's no race. It just matters that you get there, okay? Because I believe each and every one of us has a purpose. And when we don't do what we need to do to reach our purpose, there are a lot of people that are out there that are depending on us, that are looking at us, that look up to us. And they need to see us be successful because we're the ones that are going to pull them up by their bootstraps to be successful. So I would love to use you as an example. It's you and another student that I have, and I know how many steps you've had to make to get to where you are. So I love using you as an example to show people, yes, things may have not always gone in your way. You've had a lot of obstacles and hurdles, but you can jump across those to success. And that's exactly what you've done.
You're right, but honestly, it's just been the grace of God. And also, I surrounded myself with the right people. I have a lot of mentors. I have a financial mentor.
Yes.
I have a professional mentor. I don't have a relationship mentor. I probably should get that.
You and me both.
Yeah,
you and me both.
Yeah, I have a community that I surround myself with, and I also have a group that we get to share ideas, so back and forth. So they have really helped me to get to where I am.
And that's important, because if you don't know, then it's still not an excuse, because you can be around people that teach you things, that show you the steps that you can use as a mentor. A lot of people don't understand the importance of mentors. And a mentor is not necessarily someone that you have a relationship with. It can be someone that you watch on TV that you draw inspiration from. But as I keep saying, you have to arm yourself with information so that you can succeed. Some people aren't able to have a mentor. They don't know anybody. But there's no excuse. You have so much information out here, so many successful people that could be walking the path that you desire to take. So take advantage of that. Like you said, the areas that you didn't have enough knowledge in, you found mentors to help strengthen you in those areas. So that's very, very important. Very, very important. Because we don't know it all. But there are people that have strength in the areas where you are weak. So take advantage of that.
Yes, and I always tell people this. Growing up, my dad is a physicist. So growing up, he always told me that knowledge is created every day. So I don't feel ashamed to say when I don't know something. We live in a culture where people say fake it till you make it. I don't believe in that. I just believe in being authentic. And if I don't know something, I'll own up to it. I'll tell you, I don't know. But the problem is not knowing. The problem is what will you do now that you know you don't know. So are you willing to take action? Are you willing to get the knowledge? But knowledge just by itself doesn't change your life.
No, it doesn't.
It's the knowledge that you implement, the things, the habits that you utilize in your life to get you from that point A to point B. That's very important. Yeah. And it may be just in any. What are you most grateful for?
I am grateful for every single day that I wake up. Because some people did not. I'm grateful for my family, who is like my world. They're like my strength. They're my everything. And I'm grateful for a lot of things.
Where can we find you?
Well, you can find me at Wendy Jackson, Wendy at WendyHJackson.com. So Wendy at WendyHJackson.com. I'm also on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok. I just want to make sure that those people that need encouragement, I'm on every handle possible because people need to hear an inspiring word. So I thank you once again for allowing me to be a part of your channel, and I know that it's going to bless others.
I wish you all the best, and hopefully we'll have a part 2 sometime.
Yes, most definitely.
Okay, thank you guys. This has been Millionaire Babe signing out. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.